Michael and Cedar here from thelegacyofyou.com with Jess Grippo. Today we are going to talk about Dance Into Your Answer. Jess, what's the name of your website? How do people find you?
They can find me at youcandanceagain.com and also on Instagram and Facebook at Jess Grippo.
All right, so I've seen your stuff on Facebook. I've seen your stuff on social media. I'm totally obsessed with it. I when it comes up, I watch the videos through the entire length. And so why do you do these videos in the first place?
Well, so I think in the first place, I make dance videos to inspire myself, and because a lot of the times I'm bored or I'm frustrated or there's something in me that needs to come out. And what I've found is that when I do that and I follow that impulse and I actually make the video or just go on Facebook Live and be like, all right guys, we're gonna dance, and here I am just dancing, and people are, oh wow, I want to join you, I want to dance too. It ends up being contagious in some way, so that's kind of cool too.
So it's like you have a flash mob on Facebook Live instantaneously, any second. Yeah, you just don't know where everyone's flash mobbing.
Exactly.
What's interesting, what you said is, so the legacyofyou.com is all about getting that voice outside of you. And you just said, and you even did the same motion I always do, I know there's more inside of me. I want to get it out, and I want for the audience of the Legacy of You more outside of themselves. So I'm going on a very cerebral level. It sounds like what you're doing is you're going on the physical level of how to get that voice outside of yourself, right?
No matter if you call yourself a quote-unquote dancer or not, because I think a lot of people can shy away from dance too, because it's like, oh, well, I'm not a dancer, I'm terrible at dance, I have no rhythm, right? I have 2 left feet. There's all these things that I hear very often, because believe me, I ask people to dance all the time, and it's great practice and rejection, because there's more people than that will be like, no, I'm not dancing with you in this airport. No, I'm not dancing with you anywhere, right? I get that very often.
Are these strangers you're asking?
These are strangers. These are often strangers.
So you actually go up to people and say hey, do you want to dance with me?
Yeah, I actually have a sign that says dance with me, and now I have t-shirts. I started making t-shirts, but I have a sign, and I created the sign when I was I'm going off on a total tangent.
No, you're not.
I created this sign when I was in an airport, had a 3-hour layover out of nowhere, and there was this guy playing piano, and he's really good music, and I'm sitting there all right, what am I going to do during these 3 hours that I now have in Charlotte, whatever the hell it's called, the airport, Charlotte Douglas, and I'm like, maybe I'll make a dance video, but maybe I won't just make a dance video myself. So I drew out dance with me on a sign. I set up I think it was just on my laptop I was recording it, and I stood there and I held the dance with me sign, and I started to move a little bit, and I just let the piano guy do his thing, and so some people would just most people just walk by. You could see it, it's on YouTube. But then, sometimes people will be like, oh, haha, and I was like, come dance with me, and they're like, no, I can't, I have to, there was always some excuse. And then a little bit later, once I was out of the standing position, a couple of people who actually worked in the airport came back and were like, I saw you, I want to dance with you, let me dance with you. And I was like, great. And then I put on music and we danced.
First off, that story's awesome. I got stuck in Raleigh airport for it was a 3-hour delay. I went to the bookstore and I bought Scrabble, and I go, who's playing with me?
Oh, nice.
I just went, but you danced. And the funny thing is I can't spell for crap, so I have no idea why I chose Scrabble. It was probably the only game they had. But what's in you that makes you go, oh, this would be a good idea. Let me get random strangers to dance?
I think there's something, the same way I was like, well, I make dance videos because I'm bored or because there's something in me. I feel like there's something in all of us, and there's something about connecting with people on that level of let's do something out of the box. Let's express ourselves. Let's create. That, to me, it brings out this really deep sense of our human connection. And it can break down barriers, and it can bring joy to people who might otherwise be sitting there whatever, bummed out about the fact that they're in a 3-hour layover, and when they get home they're gonna have a pile of work to do and all this crap, and you know what I mean, the daily experience of life can be so heavy if we let it, right? And so whereas these moments of, what were you gonna say?
So they're in their head, not in their body.
Yeah.
Right? They're
often
they're
exactly.
not out there, right? And so you're talking about expressing yourself, and so you're saying even someone who's not a dancer, just by moving, it gives some expression, some creative juice.
Yeah. I mean, there's the physical experience of dance, right? And there have been more and more studies are coming out now where they're, I mean, obviously, or not obviously if you don't know these things, but like, you know, physical movement creates endorphins.
Right.
And there's studies now that are proving how dance in particular, not just any kind of movement, is helping with cognitive skills, is helping with anxiety and depression, is, you know, in different kinds of communities. And so it's that physical release. There's something in the physical body that happens that then shifts the mind, you know? So it's rather than thinking, and this is why one of my sayings is dance into your answers, because you can't always think your way. You can't always figure it out. How many times have I catch myself saying this often, and I'm trying to stop it every time I hear myself saying, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Right.
Don't figure it out. Take a dance break. You know what I mean?
So
go dance, clear your head, and then come back to it, and then be like, oh, great, okay, here we go.
you got a situation you want to resolve. You dance it out. You get physical. Raise the endorphins. Get out of your head. Move around a little bit, and the solutions are there. Just gonna be there.
The solutions
Which,
are here.
which the definition of creativity is actually finding solutions using your unique sense of self. So if you're dancing and you're dancing to your own drum or your own beat, I guess you would call it, you know, in this case, then that would possibly and potentially help bring it out, right? So,
Exactly.
so do you teach people this method then?
I do.
Oh,
I have a method that's very accessible. It's called the Dance Shuffle Solution.
all right. So explain the dance shuffle. So I am not a dancer, so I don't know if this will work for me.
Great.
What's the dance shuffle solution?
Great thing about it, it works for everyone. You don't have to be a dancer at all. Okay, so here's how the Dance Shuffle Solution works. Step 1, write down the problem, whatever it is. Are you bored? Are you frustrated? What's the question that you have? Step 2, take out your iPod or your phone with music on it, wherever your music source is, and hit shuffle, not knowing what song is going to play. Step 3 is you get up and you dance to whatever song plays, and you let 2 more songs, so 3 songs total, you just dance to those 3 songs. Step 4, you go back to your notebook and you just start free writing, and you see what comes through in that. So those 10 minutes will open up something, again, going back to that, just the physical response of movement, right? Opening up new pathways in your brain. New neural pathways are literally created when you move your body and dance. So right there, your answer could be right there. You might just start to think differently or have a new idea or remember that thing. Also, the really cool thing is because you're hitting shuffle, it's cool to look at what songs came up on my iPod and why. Like, oh, maybe that song reminds me of this thing that my grandmother told me when I was 5, and now I remember that thing, and that helps me with my current problem. Or maybe there's just comfort in the words, or you know what I mean? It's like that magical serendipitous thing.
You're making physical connections, which releases endorphins and also just neural pathways and things like that, right? And then you're saying the song might influence thoughts because of the words, and words are something we have as humans, right?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm willing to try it if you're going to do it with me.
I will do it with you.
Okay, then we'll do it. All right, so I actually pulled Marielle in, who works here at the creative space at legacyofyou.com, because she likes to dance, right? And so we're going to do the dance shuffle solution. So step 1 is to write down our problem. So I have 3 Post-it notes. What's this thing we need a solution for? Wrote our problems down, or the things we need solutions for.
Yes.
Right? And now I'm putting my eye thing on to shuffle mode, right?
Yep.
And
You're
this
gonna shuffle
total
all.
random. So do I have it on shuffle all? Did I put it on
Hit
shuffle?
shuffle all right there.
Shuffle all. Oh!
Oh.
So I dance it out.
Okay. That's right.
So I actually did, I do have to admit, I actually did come up with a solution I wouldn't have thought of probably if I didn't dance. Did you come up with solutions?
Yes.
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 Question mark?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I was reminded of something. It was kind of more like inspirational. I was like, oh yeah, just like keep doing your thing kind of a feeling.
That's the dance shuffle solution. And if you've got that voice inside of you, you could come to thelegacyofyou.com for more inspiration on how to get it out cerebrally. All right, so post-blog workshop.
All right, here are your next steps. Number 1, do the dance shuffle solution. Number 2, comment below and tell us how it went for you. Tell us what you discovered, how the dancing was, and I'd love to hear from you.
And you could also be honest and be like, it did nothing. But if you break your leg, we are not held responsible whatsoever. Share this video with someone that can't dance. Share this video with someone who's got a solution that they're still seeking out.
Share this video with your friend who looks like the character from Flashdance.
Share this video now with your mother. Share this video with the tribe of people who dance all day long.
Share this video with your 7-year-old nephew who is a dancer and doesn't know it yet.